Good afternoon. We are live. Good day to everyone watching us all over the world. And thank you, Baljit, for joining me today. We've come to the eighth episode of Mom's Talks, and through our business, we have faced a lot of questions that people have about this business. So here we are today to discuss some of the questions that people have. So in the next few series, we will be talking about some of the issues that people face, especially moms, how they face, and what are some of the solutions for that. Like we're just talking from our own experiences and also the experiences from people in our community who have joined this business. Here we are. So hopefully it is helpful for at least some of the people who are watching us. So one of the important questions people think, or there might be many reasons why people don't actually want to start a business. Baljit, do you have anything about to say about that? Like, why people don't do a business,
So
especially
yeah,
like women or moms.
yes. So mainly, yeah, because if when you the investment part, it's always that whatever I
Mm.
heard from people always that they because they have to ask from other family members or even their spouse. It's always like first thing is investment they face. Like if they because for any business to start with, we need investment. So
Mhm.
when we talk about that, the first problem they have is like what the investment will be or how we can invest in the business. So when with investment, because of that, some people stop there and they don't start the business.
Yeah.
Then
So
there are
even if they
many
have their
things.
dreams, they can't invest. That's what you mean, is it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that is a big one thing. There are other reasons too as well, because some of them don't even know, like they don't have enough knowledge like where to start from, or they don't know how to use the technology when they
Mm-hmm.
have to run a business, what tools or technology that will be helpful in that business. And on top of that, failure that always is like, is this business going to work for me or not? Am I going to
Fear of
fail?
failure. Yeah.
So these are main things, like I think people that stop people from starting a business.
Yeah, so we have a lot of issues that people think, like, rethink about starting a business, isn't it? So, as
Yeah.
you were mentioning, like, we have a lot. So, today, I think we would not, we won't have the time to deal with all of it, all the
Right.
problems and give solutions for you. But, as I told you earlier, we will talk it in series. So we will touch base with all these issues and how, as experienced, we are, like, we will tell our solutions that we have used and also experiences from others. So today we're just talking about the investment part. Okay, so because that is one of the main issues that people are facing. Okay, so especially thinking about the cost of living, everything, that is a major problem. Okay, how do you say, Baljit, like, about our business, like, what is the main feature about our business, like, compared to what the returns and everything is, what would you say?
So yeah, Prezi, that's what I always answer to my other whoever
Mm-hmm.
reach it to me when people ask me this question about the investment, how we are going to get the return.
Yeah.
So then that is my thing. Like compared to when we have to start any other business or any traditional business, there is always a huge investment in this and
Mm-hmm.
that. Sometimes you have to take loans and so many things to get started with the businesses.
Yeah.
So, but compared to that, if you say about this business or online business, it's like way less to start with.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's compared to the traditional business, it almost go down to one third of the investment to start with. And the
Mm-hmm.
returns, they are huge. So the
Yeah.
people are making like maybe 200% of what they have invested. So in a
Yeah.
year, they are able to make like six figures in a year, able to quit the job. So
Yeah.
with, as compared to investment, the returns are also good in this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is,
Yeah. So I always tell people, like, don't think this is like any other business. It's not like a quick rich scheme that we are
right.
doing or anything like
Mhm.
that. If it was something like that, we would not be in this business. And of course, we are paying taxes for it. So, so there is an investment, and but compared to what we are compared to a traditional business, like the returns that we get, it's almost like 100. Some people within a year they make around, in our community itself, in our team itself, there are people like, who have made like 100 to 200 percentage of what they have invested. So we know from the experiences, the problem is many people don't even like, want to know about it. That's one big hindrance that I feel like, people have, like, they're scared, like, okay, even to look at it. So I don't know why, but it's always amazing to see in a community, and we always give them opportunity, like,
Yeah.
just see the community, see the compensation plan. I think that's what you have to do initially, and you will understand how people are making this huge returns, without
Yeah,
us
I
just
know.
doing it randomly. And so then, because they don't see the potential of the business actually, like when we say about the investment, people think, oh, I'm spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
But come on, you are going to make, this is a huge business. Okay, so this is not like a quick rich scheme, but of course, like, people are making huge investments. Okay, so within that 2 or 3 years, like, when you see the community, you think, okay, I can also make this money. And then when you see about think about the investment, it is way less compared to what we are gaining. Okay, so to make that much amount of money for any other business that you do, you probably have to spend around 30K to 50K of money. So that is what we are saying, at least come and see the potential of the business and think about the investment later. Yeah, so that is one thing. And what do you say about, is it just the money part that we are talking about investment, or is there anything more to it?
So yeah, so it's, yeah, one thing is money for sure, but
Mhm.
then comes the time. That's
Yeah.
another thing when we talk to people, that's a thing, how much time we have to invest in it.
Hmm.
So like any other business, you need to spend time on this business too, but it's way less again. So
Hmm.
for any traditional business, if you have a store or something, you have to be there for all the time, like in the
On
morning,
time.
starting in the morning,
Yeah.
be there till evening whenever you closes it. But
Yeah.
for this business, you can take it anywhere and you
Hmm.
can work anytime. It's
Yeah.
like working 1 to 2 hours a day, that will
Hmm.
be enough for you on this. So
Yeah.
that is the with the time, and then you do need dedication for sure in this. It's
Mhm.
not like you're working 1 to 2 hours a day today and then you don't see anything coming for 2 days and then you're like, no, I'm not going to do because I'm not seeing the results. So you
Yeah.
need to be consistent and dedicated and keep doing. It's the
Yeah.
same like any other business.
Yeah, I think that's very important as well. We think, oh, it's an online business. And, like, if you come with that intention, like, maybe it's not the business for you. But if you think, okay, like treatment, like, recently I heard about a lady, and about a lady back in Kerala. She was saying about, she was an HR consultant, and then she got into a clothing business, and she had so many rejections from her family members and everything. She was talking about that, and she said, like, yeah, she was an HR consultant. At the same time, she had to look after her job, and she had to do like trainings for in her job itself. But at the same time, when she started this business, she was treating the business like her own new child. Okay, so how do you look after your new baby, like,
Yeah.
so I think if we really so I can imagine that clothing business, how much time she had to invest on. Compared to that, we don't have much. Okay, truly speaking, we don't have that much. Like, people don't understand why. Because the why, because we don't have to invest that much time, is because our system is very automated, and we don't sit there and explain to people all around, "Oh, this is what we do, this is what," nothing like that. It's all the system, is doing all the work for us at the back end. Okay, so that is why we are not spending a lot of time explaining to people. Okay, so the explanation is all given by experts through videos, and they're doing the job for us. Okay, so if they are interested, it's it's their choice whether to change their future or not. So that's how we save our time. Okay, so we are only guiding them to set up a business, and not really doing anything for them. It's absolutely their choice to do what they want. Okay, the other thing that people always ask is, okay, I don't have the money. I'm very convinced with what you are saying. I truly understand this business is huge, because once they come into the community and see what's happening, everyone will really understand the huge potential of this business.
Potential.
So unless they
Yeah.
see, I don't know, I can't say that. But once you see there is a huge potential in this business, definitely you will be interested in joining it. That's what we are telling you to do. But some people say everyone's situation is different, and we understand that. You have budget issues. So
Yeah.
what are some things that they can do, Baljit?
So yeah, every time they have like, yeah, because always people when they reach out to us, they want to start it because some of them are moms sitting at home, so they say like, yes, this is something that will suit us. So
Mm-hmm.
we will do it, but yeah, invest the thing where the job. So there we have like a lot of options here because there is a financing options available that are at different
Mm-hmm.
levels. So it depends on your budget, how much you can spend. You can start with that. So you will
Mm-hmm.
get a mentor and a coach here who will give you complete guidance, like what are the options, how you can go for that, how you can apply for that financing, and then you can get approved and
Mm-hmm.
start with this business. So if
Yeah.
you are interested, you will for sure go ahead and know about that at least, like so that if it is for you, you can work around that financing options.
Yeah. So we have different streams of income, and
Yeah.
also we have we have health and wellness, we have the travel industry. All those things are like, we have the relationships setting. So it's not just one company that we are affiliated with. We have various companies that we are affiliated with. So if you're really interested, it depends all on our budget. Okay.
Yeah.
So even if you have a low budget, there's nothing like you can't start anything. Okay, maybe you can start this lowest investment, and then go up higher at any stage. Okay, so
Mhm.
that's what we are encouraging people. Like, if they don't have a budget, I wouldn't say like, okay, you have to borrow money from someone for that huge investment. No, you can start small. Okay, like, it's starting something is better than doing nothing. Okay,
Mhm.
and just sitting there and dreaming, isn't it? So always talk to your mentor, and then we have like coaching calls available as well, where you can talk your financial situation with that person, and that person can tailor it for you. That investment can be tailored according to your budget. Okay, so there's no point sitting there saying, I don't have any investment to do. And then if you don't have at all, but you're still really interested, we have financing options are available in places like Canada, like Philippines, Australia, in Dubai, all those
Mhm.
places. We have financing options. So that will also be discussed with you guys, when they do that coaching for you. Okay, so it's not that we don't have any options available. We do have options available, which if you're really thinking of, or you're really considering doing the business. And what do you say about saving for an investment? Budget, what is your opinion on that?
So yeah, saving, because we always do like little things in
Mm-hmm.
our day-to-day life, like to save for our daily living things.
Mm.
So that can help us with this too. Like, because people have money for all those subscriptions, using for
Yeah.
Netflix, when they have to spend on Prime, or buying those iPhones. So if you have that kind of money, you can save also. Like, if you really want to start something, you can start saving from those things little by
Mm-hmm.
little.
Mm.
Or there are people, they have to start a business, they start selling things, or
Mm-hmm.
they start a
Mm.
small side hustles where they can just get the money they need for the investment, and
Mm.
save that, get together, and start a business from that.
Yeah, I think making
Then
like small sacrifices for a long-term vision. I think it's
yeah.
like if you think in a normal person's this thing, like if you're saving for a house, we all do that, isn't it? Like we all, like especially coming to a Western country, our first aim would be, or if you go abroad, like from your native place, the first thing is, okay, I need to save some money for a first home. Okay, so how much dedication we would put for that, isn't it? And that is an asset. Of course, a house is an asset for us, but it's
Hmm.
not giving us any returns. Returns. So for
Right,
something
right.
that is giving us returns, why don't you dedicate something or sacrifice something? So I don't like, there is a client that came to me and said, okay, Tracy, I'm really interested in this and I'm going to save it, and she is really doing it. So I'm
Hmm.
really impressed with her, like how she said to me, it really opened my eyes, to be honest, like because
I
I
had
took
the
the
same.
financial option, but I really like, it really opened my eyes. Okay, as a nurse, why I couldn't do that, like I know why I didn't save that, like but anytime we take our decisions, never the decisions are never too late. Okay,
Yeah,
so
right.
that's what I believe, like God opens our ways, like in the time that in God's time. Okay, so that's I'm a true believer of that.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
um anytime, it doesn't matter, like if you save something for a few huge investment, or for a huge return, like you can start small. Okay, so these
Yeah.
are some of the things that I would reiterate. So Budget, do you have any take home messages for our audience?
So no, that's about it, I guess. Yeah, the main thing is, once you sign up and then you take a decision, I always encourage you to join the Facebook group and look around, at least to explore, because that is one place where people stop and don't even want to look into what it is all
Mm.
about. So if you
Mm.
at least look, you will know the potential of it, and then you will be able to make that mind, like,
Yeah.
is it worth it or not to worth it, like, to do that investment. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. So it's one thing that some things that I just want to summarize is one thing. Look into the business, as Baljit was saying. Dig deep, okay, and see whether this is for you, whether you understand the potential of the business. Then think about the investment,
Mhm.
and think, like, talk to the people around, talk to your mentor, talk to your coach, and see whether there's any options that are available for me for financing. If not, okay, so you are new to the country, you might not have a good what is it credit history. Like in that case, probably you'll have to save for it. Okay, so think about ways you can save for an investment which is giving you huge returns. Okay, so, and the other thing is, start small. Okay, it is better than starting nothing. Okay, so
Right.
these are some of the things that we wanted to share with you. So next week we will come with another issue that always people tell us, and we will see you up there. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.
Bye now.